Hello, my name is Vanessa. Welcome to another episode of Fun Learning Math with me. In this question, at first glance, you may think that is a gap and difference method of excess and shortage, or a listing method, but it's neither of this. Okay, let's take a look at this question. There are some pupils in a school. If 8 pupils were placed in a class, one of the classes would have only 2 pupils. If 6 pupils were placed in a class, the principal would have to open one more class. How many pupils are there in the school? So take note of what I am going to highlight in red later on. Okay, because that pieces of information will serve as important clue as to which method to use. So there are some pupils in a school and the principal would have to open one more class. So there are some pupils in a school tell us that the number of pupils remain the same, it's fixed. And since the principal would have to open one more class, it's making reference with regards to scenario 1. So in this case, I have 2 pieces of important information. The number of pupils is fixed and there is one more class in scenario 2 than scenario 1. So the number of classes is different. I cannot use the gap and difference method. And because they tell us, or they tell us that in scenario 2, there is one more class than scenario 1. So for that, I don't have to use the listing method. So what can I use? Okay, let's take a look at this. And for this pictorial for your understanding, I will present it in a pictorial form so that you can see it and be able to better understand it. So making use of the columns and rows concept to represent the total number of pupils. Okay, this is scenario 1, scenario 2. So the number of pupils will be represented by the number of columns, and the number of classes will be represented by the number of rows, as you can see in this. So in scenario 1, 8 pupils were placed in a class, so I would have 8. Okay, and one of the classes would only have 2 pupils. But the problem is we do not know how many classes are with 8 pupils. Well, never mind, we just put one big block over there, okay, to represent the number of classes. In this case, just put one big question mark since I don't know. But I know that in one of the classes, let's call it the last class, okay, I have 2 pupils. All right, and then now let's move on to scenario 2. Scenario 2, we know that 6 pupils were placed in a class, so instead of 8, I have 6. Okay, and then the principal will have to open one more. So one more class than in scenario 1. That will be represented by this. And we were told that all the classes are filled with 6 pupils. But again, the same thing, I do not know how many classes there are from this point to that. So never mind, again, give one big block over here. And then, but what I know is the 2 classes would have 6 pupils. Okay, so now, essentially, we are referring to the same number of pupils. So the area of the yellow region is equal to the area of the purple region, or the number, they are the same. But the way they are presented is different. So they give you a wrong illusion. They give you an illusion to say that they're actually not the same, but they're actually the same. So now, bear in mind, they are the same. So now, at this point, we may want to single out the common area that both of the shaded regions have. Okay, so that means to say that if I have 2 shaded here, and I have also 2 shaded here, I want to change it to orange so that we eliminate them. Shall we do that? So 2 over there on the left hand side, and I can find another, okay, also shaded. Okay, sorry for that. Right, and again the same thing for this block over here. All right, so change to orange, and also I can do likewise, but I need to stop at 6. Okay, do you see that? So now what is left is the tiny yellow portion and the tiny purple portion, and like what I just said, they are equal. Okay, so but the thing is, here I do know how many pupils there are, because I can just take 6, okay, take away 2, and that left with 4. 4 plus 6, which is 10. So there are 10 pupils here. Agree? And now let's move on to the yellow. Since we say that the yellow and the purple regions are the same, so there must be 10 pupils in the yellow region too. In each class, I will have 2 pupils, because if you take 8, take away 6, you would have 2. So each class is 2. So how many classes are there? Easy. You'll take 10 divided by 2. That gives you 5 classes. So likewise, it's also 5 classes over here. So you see that now, in scenario 1, it's actually 6 classes, but the last class is filled with 2. But in scenario 2, there are 7 classes, and all 7 classes are filled with 6 pupils. So we can work out the number of pupils in the school. So you can use either scenario, and you use the other scenario to check your answer. So in one number sentence, you can just write 5 classes, so 5 times 8 plus 2, that gives you 42. Okay, remember your Baumann's rule. The same thing for the scenario 2, use that to check. So 7 classes of 6 pupils, you take 7 multiplied by 6, and that gives you 42. So that's your answer, 42 pupils in the school. Alright, so that's it. I hope you like this video, and do give me a like if you find it beneficial, find it helpful to you. And yeah, please give me a like. So if you don't, give me a dislike so that at least I can improve on that. Well, I hope that if you are a student watching, you love math, and if you are parents, do teach your child to see it in this way, so that once they are able to visualize it, they will be able to understand the question better. Okay, I hope to see you around, and do subscribe to my channel for more videos. And that's it. Have a nice day. Hope to see you around. Goodbye.